Here in Athens, Alabama, it's a beautiful sunny fall day. Goodwill is about to open, and as you can see, the crowd is forming at the door. I love to get here right when the doors open just so I can be fresh in line to get in there and see what kind of treasures we can find. I always look to see what sticker color will be half off for the week. This week it looks like it is white, so let's go in and see what kind of treasures we can find. A lot of times the half price items will be at the end cap, but today this is a yellow sticker, so it won't be half off. But I think for $5.99, this beautiful wicker vintage tray would be a really good deal. I love this little basket right here. You could set it out for all the seasons and decorate it with all kinds of different seasonal florals. These right here would be beautiful for a fall tablescape for Thanksgiving, and those are only 99 cents each. The woven vintage tray I think was a really good deal for $5.99 because you can go out to Etsy and they have a huge selection of all kinds of trays. You can get them in wicker, you can get them round, square. Some of these are vintage, some of these are probably more new, but they have all kinds of price ranges. But like I say, I think $5.99 for that tray was a really good deal. This piece right here really caught my eye because I love the fall colors of it, but this is more of a mid-modern style ashtray. So if you're into the mid-modern, or like I say, you could just get this piece. You don't have to use it for an ashtray. You could put some pretty florals in it. You could put a beautiful floral candle ring and a candle in it and make it into a really pretty candle holder for $2.99. We can compare prices to see if $2.99 was a good deal. This one right here is listed on eBay for $19.99. So I think $2.99 is a great price for that piece. This beautiful crackle glass poinsettia bowl was absolutely beautiful. This right here I don't think went together, but I know somebody probably went through their Christmas dishware and donated these two pieces. They had $8.99 on both of them, so I guess they're selling. No, I see a sticker on the bowl. I did not check what the sticker was for the bowl, but the juicer carafe is $8.99, so probably the bowl may be around that price also. I went out and shopped online just to see if that would have been a good deal, and similar items online run, in the $25 range. So if you got both of those pieces online, they would run you about $50. So, less than $20. I thought that was a great deal, and that would be some beautiful pieces to use around the Christmas season. I love finding Target brands out in the wild at the thrift store, like Hearth and Hand Threshold brand. This vase right here is very heavy. I can barely pick this up to get it on video for y'all, but this was a very nice picture. This right here, Goodwill had this priced up. So this just goes to show sometimes just because it's in a thrift store doesn't necessarily mean it's a good deal. This right here was $24.99. I really wanted that. I was actually was about to put it in my cart, and I thought, oh, $25. I think I'm going to put it back, and I'm glad I did because you can actually buy it online from Target for $17 on clearance. This vintage piece right here really caught my eye. And I'm not real familiar with this brand, but if you are, make sure to leave me a comment down below. And maybe you collect this. This right here is, China. It's got a really pretty floral print on it. Absolutely love this. I did go out and research it, and I did find one on eBay. It's right now listed for $25. So, like I say, if y'all know anything about this and this beautiful pattern, let me know down below. I found this Merry Christmas sign. This looks like it's brand new. This right here, I'm not sure if this was a Hobby Lobby piece, but Goodwill had it listed for $2.99. This is another reason I love to go thrifting is because you find so many rare and unique items. I'm not real sure what this is, so comment down below and let me know. Is this like a crumb catcher? Or what do you do with this? I don't know, but whatever it was neat with the detail of the cattails on the front, and also it was like a silver or pewter texture, and they had it for $1.99. So if I would have known what it was, I may have picked it up, but I just wasn't real sure what it was or what to use it for. There is always so many nice silver pieces in my Goodwill. These were on the end cap. This right here was $5.99. I think this one right here is really pretty. The lid comes off, so I don't know if that was some type of like a coffee maker or tea, but it was very pretty. But as you can see, they have several pieces right here, and this stuff right here don't really ever last very long. This was a really neat find. This is a Stanley thermos. I think I looked it up, and it's a 1989 model. These right here, you know, Stanley products are still very popular and are very good products with good quality. But I guarantee this thermos right here probably still keeps your drinks as warm or cool as it did back in 1989. Goodwill only had that one for $5.99, and I know a lot of people collect these, and I think that is a great thing to collect because it would be so much fun to go out in the wild and see if you can find them, in the different colors and different brands. But I looked this up, and there is one on Etsy. It has the box. They have it listed for $175, but you can also get them without the box for $21.99. So for $5.99, I think that was a great deal, and also I think it is a real true treasure to be found. If I had to rate our floral section at the Goodwill, I'm not going to rate it very high. It's probably, I don't know, from a scale 1 to 10, I'm probably going to give it a 5 or a 6. Every now and then you can find some pretty florals, but this right here was actually really pretty. Somebody, I guess, is cleaning out their spring and their summer florals, and they donated this. This would be really pretty, and you could always change out the bow on this. I thought $12.99 was a little pricey, but I did go out and check some of these, on different websites, and they run up into the money, so that probably was a good deal. On the same aisle of the florals was this really pretty two-handle ceramic vase. They had some lavender in this. I don't know if they bought this with it, paired like this, or if they just added the lavender. But these little two-handled vases right here can actually run up in the money, and I think they are a great find when you find them out thrifting. Because if you go out and shop similar looking ones, on different websites, they can range in price anywhere from $25 up to, in the $100 range. And so just keep your eye out. Just because maybe you don't like the florals, you can always get it for $3.99. Take it home and take the florals out and just put whatever you want in the vase. Another section I love to browse through. Not that I need any, but I just always love to browse the mug section because you just don't ever know what kind of mug you're going to find. And in our Goodwill, they have a ton of mugs on the end cap. So you can find just about any kind of theme or color that you want. But I thought this one right here was really cute for the fall season. And I think all of these mugs are usually in the 99-cent range. So just a great way if you need some really decorative or seasonal mugs. Always check your thrift store because I think you can get a really good deal on them. And it is fun to look at all the selections that they have. These beautiful China Christmas mugs were on the Christmas aisle for only 99 cents. These are made in Japan. I'm going to look these up just to see what, pieces this went with. But this right here would make a beautiful tablescape if you had all the pieces and place settings. One of the cups was chipped. You can see it back there in the back. But for 99 cents, you could have gotten 3. But for a 5-piece set online, they're selling for $75.95. So probably 99 cents for one of those mugs was probably a great deal. Over in the frame section, I found this new in box Mainstays mirror. This is a 28-inch round mirror, and Goodwill had it for $8.99. So I definitely put this in my cart. I'm always looking for mirrors because I'm actually redoing a master bathroom in our home and I need a new mirror. So this one right here was $8.99 at Goodwill, and at Walmart it retails for around $15. So not a huge savings, but I did save some money, and I can also paint it whatever color I want it to be. Y'all know one of my favorite sections at the thrift store is the frame and the wall art section. This frame right here was absolutely beautiful. This was a very large piece, and I actually love that floral print that's in that frame. This right here was a beautiful set of dishes they had up front on. They have some furniture setting up at the front of our Goodwill, and they had a coffee table, and these random dishes were setting up there. But look at the beautiful detail on these. This right here was only $2.99, but you can tell these are probably some really good quality dishes. They had 2 of the plates and 2 of the bowls. If you know what this pattern is or what brand this is, please let me know down below. But I thought those would be really pretty to style on a tablescape for Christmas or fall. The only markings on the bottom of these plates were these numbers and this initial, and it looks like a little anchor. So like I say, if you know anything about the brand of these, or maybe you have a collection of these, let me know down below, because I'd love to know what the name of it is. I love this set of dishes right here. This come as a full set, but look at these beautiful salt and pepper shakers. I looked these up. These were JCPenney back in the day, but look at all the detail, and I just love how tall they are. There's something that's just really unique looking. But the whole set of the dishes are $24.99. Says it's a 32-piece set. But look how beautiful the ornate detail is on this. And that is a great deal for the whole set of dishes, because I looked these up. These salt and pepper shakers are vintage, and just those alone are $45.99. So I thought that was a great deal on that set of dishes. I love finding just random home decor pieces. This right here is just a distressed looking piece of metal. It's just to look like architectural salvage, and somebody had it in a yard sale for $1. It's got a tie hanger on it, and at Goodwill they had a sticker on it for $1.99. Now this Harry and David planner, this is metal and tin. You can see the hammer detail on it. They had this for $2.99. I actually went out and looked this up because I thought this would make a great piece for the holidays and for fall. And so if you would have got something like this from Harry and David as a gift basket full of, all kinds of treats, you could see it was well over $100. But just the container itself, you can usually order these. This was on Etsy, looks like for a little under $13. Our Goodwill always has a great selection of dishware, and this is another one of my favorite sections to shop in. These glass goblets with the stems are absolutely beautiful. Now you could take, these are $1.99 each. You could get 4 of these, and for less than $10, you could make a beautiful tablescape for a setting of 4. Just a great deal on some beautiful glass goblets for the fall and the Christmas season. Now again, what is this thing? This did not, I felt like it would bend up and down, but it doesn't. So I have no idea what this is. So if you know what this is, please let me know. Y'all are always so good at knowing what a lot of things are that I don't know. But it was just such a random piece, and it just really caught my eye. This is just another one of those rare oddities that you can find at the thrift store, wondering what is its real purpose. Make sure to check your shelves high and low, because sometimes things aren't where they're supposed to be. This wasn't even on the Christmas aisle. This was just randomly stuck in another section. But this is a really pretty piece for Christmas. It was only 99 cents. Now this bag of fruit was really pretty, and it looks so realistic. So if you love to collect fruit to put out in your dough bowls and, install in your home, this right here would have been a great set for only $5.99. I also spotted this beautiful wood distressed tray. It was $3.99. Look at that beautiful cobalt blue bottom that it has. This is a Crofton brand tray, so I'm sure this at one time was sold at Aldi. In last week's video, I told y'all that soap and lotion dispensers are abundant at the thrift store. So never try to pay retail for those, because you can always find all kinds of shapes, sizes, and colors of these. This one right here actually looks vintage. It is made in the USA, and it's got a beautiful seashell on both sides, but that right there is absolutely beautiful, and that would be so pretty if you had like a more of a coastal theme in your home. I love these rooster and chicken. This is, I think, a napkin holder, and they also had the chicken napkin rings. Now, chickens are very collectible. These right here, I looked these up, and these can run up in the money. The napkin holder did have some damage on it, but the napkin holders look like the napkin rings look like they were in good condition, and they were only 99 cents each. I Google Lensin to do some research on these. These pieces, maybe they're German. The only thing I could find was it was written in German and I couldn't understand it. So I never could get a price for these. But these look like they may be some, really sought after pieces. But I did find the napkin rings, and they look like for a set of 4 was $20. So Goodwill had them for 99 cents, so I think that was a really good deal. Now, in last week's video, I showed y'all some items that I went shopping for at Goodwill, and a lot of y'all commented and asked what items I brought home. So I did bring home this really pretty white ceramic pumpkin vase for only $1.99. Even though I'm about to start Christmas decorating, I could not pass up the ceramic pumpkin planter. I'd priced it out on Anthropologie, and similar items like this could have run up into the, $30 to $40 range. So I did pick it up, and I'll show you how you can style a piece like this for the fall season. Another decor item, especially Christmas decor, I am just a sucker for. Anytime I can find glass ornaments out in the wild, I love to bring these home. So I did bring those home. I'm going to style those for you. And I also brought home this little Russian little Santa. This one right here was only $1.99 at Goodwill. And like I told y'all, my daughter is adopted from Russia. So I thought that was just a lovely little keepsake that we can set out around the Christmas time. These beautiful glass ornaments for $1.99. I absolutely love these. I love the color and the design on these, but I especially love the vintage hanger. So a lot of times when you pick up vintage ornaments in the thrift store, they may have the original hanger that somebody used back in the day, but look at that beautiful hanger. I love the age and the patina on that. I think these ornaments are going to be absolutely beautiful on my white tree this Christmas season. I also showed y'all this beautiful round canister lotion soap dispenser, and I love picking these up when I can find these to go in my home. I priced these out for you because I think that one was $1.99, but you can go out and similar ones, if you had to order this for retail, they would run up, between $10 and $20 range. So I felt like for $1.99, I got a really good deal on it, and I feel like it is really good quality, and I'll show you how I style it in my home. Another idea when you're out looking for, soap and lotion dispensers, This would make a great gift. You know, you could put some of your favorite soaps or lotions in this, put this in a gift basket, or just tie some beautiful Christmas garland and berries or a pretty ribbon and a tag on it. This would make a great Christmas gift. So make sure when you're out thrifting to look for those pretty lotion and soap dispensers, because you never know. You may find some that are, new and have never been used. Pick those up, fill them up with some really, good smelling lotion or soaps. Put a tag on it and give those to someone for Christmas, because I know someone would absolutely love to have this as a Christmas gift. In last week's shopping trip, I showed y'all these beautiful ornate mugs. These were 99 cents. I priced these out, and these were really a good deal for 99 cents. I do have some chargers that match that design on the coffee mug, but just one mug that is similar to mine and also the same brand, you can see is almost $16 for just one. I did bring these home, and you can see the chargers that I have, that I have my plates on. I actually shopped and got these on Amazon last year. But I think for only 99 cents, the ornate coffee mugs pair really well with my charger plates that I got on Amazon. I hope y'all enjoyed going thrift store shopping with me today, just to see what kind of items that we can find at some really budget-friendly prices. I love going and seeing all the things that we can find, especially to decorate our homes for the upcoming holiday season. As always, I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and I'm so glad y'all chose to come over and click on my video and watch. And I hope you found some inspiration and ideas to decorate your home for the fall and the Christmas season. I hope to see all of y'all back next Wednesday for a brand new video. Bye, y'all.